I don't think he'll end up being president of the United States.
Will he win the general election?
I don't believe so, no.
I don't think there's any way that Donald Trump gets elected president of the United States.
Mr. Trump will not be president.
Tomorrow night, I think when Hillary Clinton wins, that Donald Trump will have lost this election from the very first day he announced. Donald Trump has won the state of North Carolina.
Donald Trump will carry the state of North Carolina.
Kentucky, where Fox News can project that Donald Trump will prevail, picking up 8 electoral votes. Trump will also win Indiana.
This was an astonishing result, and Donald Trump's win is the biggest FU to all his enemies, the media, the politicians, Wall Street, Hollywood. Now, the whole world now, and our own political class, including Malcolm Turnbull, has been given a shock and a warning.
He is now President of the United States. Let's see how he deals with pulling that country back together again, because it is in one hell of a mess, the same as what Australia is.
Couldn't care less. I can't wait for when I bump into a studio. The despot.
Democracy used to be a shared value. Now we must contend with a despot.
Wanker. The Guardian. Yeah, Donald Trump's victory is a dark day for the world.
We will make America great again. God bless you and good night. I love you.
So he's very misguided, he's a misogynist, and he thinks that he knows a lot of things about how the world works, but he knows nothing. He's absolutely clueless.
I'm not a fan at all. I think he has some really corrupt values and beliefs and opinions. He's disgusting. He's got all those sexual assault charges. He's just a disgusting man, and it's really disappointing that America would vote for someone like him.
I am grossly disappointed that he's the President of the United States. My greatest hope is that actually he'll get impeached. Oh, I just think he's a dickhead, really. Seriously.
News Corporation, have they shown him to be a good person? Exactly. You can't really say oh, he's just bad because the news telling me he's bad. Basically, any form of news companies, and they really tend to bring out the bad side or good side, whichever way they want to present it.
The good thing about him, that what he promises, he done it, which is really good. What I really respect about this guy is he's honest. He's not like other politicians when he says something and do something else. Hopefully, in the next next year or something, he will learn some politics and stuff.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Sorry to keep you waiting. Complicated business. Complicated.
I like America. I want to go to America. I don't really care about that guy. If he wants to be president, then that's good. If he wants to defend America, then it's good for America.
There you see the 45th President of the United States and his top aides, the Vice President saluting.
Trump himself, I think, is both an actor and a performer. We're going to see a massive acceleration of the sort of madness of Donald Trump, not just in his personal behaviour, but in that sort of fantasy world of nightmare and frolic. His ego is a really dangerous loose cannon. He is a man who is totally fixated on his own ego, and in many ways he is actually a troll let loose. He's a sadist. He's probably got subclinical psychopathy. He's definitely a narcissist. And I think the major problem for the world, really, is that genie can't be pushed back into its bottle.
Australia First Party is, generally speaking, misunderstood in mass media. Certainly on certain extremes of politics, either some conservative-minded people or people on the extreme left. Sometimes we're targeted by elements of the far left who insist in seeing us as part of the long since dead and long since past European fascist tradition. It's not so. We always kept a more open view and thought that yes, maybe there is a challenge to the way in which America is governed and run. Doesn't matter who does it, it could be a positive thing. But we kept an open mind, and we were criticised for that. President Trump represents someone who's actually listening to minorities in the community, people who think that they haven't had a voice, who think that they want one. If the American government now wants to go down the road of Hillary Clinton, we've all read her emails. I've read some beautiful emails. Some of them are almost pathological in the way they're written. The Clinton emails expose the fact that the United States had been supporting Al-Qaeda and ISIS, funding them, arming them. They knew what they were doing, so should we be afraid? Well, yeah, we should, but on a different agenda perhaps to the agenda of Socialist Alternative in Australia, or Socialist Alliance, or the Greens, who are afraid of Donald Trump because he'll build a wall, or afraid of Donald Trump because he's concerned with internal security or something like that.
Our organisation is Socialist Alternative, and we're a socialist organisation. I loathe him, and I think he's a real menace. The resistance to him, though, is really important and inspiring. The far right here feel emboldened now that they have a champion in the White House. They feel like history's on their side, so I think we're going to see the growth of the far right here in Australia.
I think that Trump is a racist, disgusting, vile bigot. There's already examples of people in the Australian far right being influenced.
He's emboldened the kind of far right in our society. I think you've seen that with One Nation. Pauline Hanson has helped to boost her kind of confidence and the confidence of her support base.
The SAP now supports the war in Syria. They support these moderate rebels. They believe in the Arab Spring that George Soros bloody invented. So I have a very, very negative view, even though they come here and demonstrate against us from time to time. That's fine, you know, by all means do it. But I think they should really think very hard about where their particular brand of socialism is taking them. If you want to be a socialist, but not a socialist for the CIA.
Trump has liberated the alt-right in Australia. They've gone bananas, and they're already being quite successful. So that crazy world of the alt-right, I call the Australian group the alt-right light white group. They're coming out of the woodwork. The environment that he's created makes it possible. Victory of Trump has meant that organisations like One Nation and so on, who see him as a sort of hero figure, though quite why I'm not sure, but they see him as a hero figure. They're being invigorated by what they see, and they know they can get away with saying the most outrageous things, and nobody anymore will be able to tell what's true and what isn't. The sort of stuff that is going on now would never have happened before Trump. He's already affected Australia probably in at least half a dozen ways, if not more. At the level of international relations, he's completely sort of destabilising the region. The overarching impact in the short term is going to be to vivify the right and give ultra-right people a sense of their own legitimacy.
More white nationalism, I think probably incites some more patriotism. All of the kind of trade relations and I guess social relations that we have with Australia, I think they're going to suffer a lot.
The biggest impact is probably the economy, I reckon, because he is a bit of a racist bastard. But yeah, I think in Australia it should be all right as long as I guess we're in a good side.
There's no negative implications to Australia, then I really wouldn't care.